Sorry about that again. But as I was saying, the Lord has revealed to me that a lot of these people that it's not the ones that there are people, that get frustrated is just miscommunication. And so they'll generally be humble and they'll say, "Oh, I apologize," or, I didn't mean it that way, or I'm having a bad day. They'll humble themselves and they'll admit it. They'll melt their shortcomings. But there are those where I'm generally, as an employee, just trying to do my due diligence, and I feel like they're trying to carry me all over the place, generally, I kind of realize at times when they're trying to get me to respond in a negative manner, because the thing is, some people are experiencing a lot of negative emotions. Again, with the election, recently people are not happy about the particular candidate they wanted to win or what have you. So they're mad about that. They're mad about, maybe stressed about personal life. And then, like I said, just the fact that they're narcissistic. The thing is, they are generally never going to apologize. They're never going to, admit they're wrong. And so and some people, just have like low self-esteem or insecurity. So thing is, sometimes when it comes to them really not knowing and they're too ashamed to admit they don't know or understand what you're speaking about, instead of them just conveying that to you the best way they know how, you know they'll attack you one way or the other, or say that you assume this, you assume that. Devil is a lie. So the thing is like we must learn, even on the opposite side of the spectrum. Because for one, the thing is that person will generally see you as an enemy, and I'm hoping you don't see them as an enemy because you went or you called or used that facility to try to again get your needs met or wants met. For two, again, we must learn. It's imperative that we learn to communicate this season and here on that, and we should have been knowing that anyway. And so, but it's this, we haven't really learned how to effectively communicate with one another. It's all been about attacking and who's right and who's wrong. And with me being a customer, me being in this position, I'm right and you're wrong, or I'm better than you, on this side because, again, I'm paying for this service, what have you. So, you feel as though you should get, rural treatment regardless. But in reality, okay, yeah, that, we still should try to be respectful, but at the same time, it never causes shouldn't cause us to yell. It shouldn't cause us to curse at a person or whatever the case may be, or put them down, their appearance or whatever, just to try to make them, feel less than. So or whatever the case may be. Just keep in mind that for one, service workers, customer service, retail, food workers, whatever the case may be, housekeepers, whoever, janitors, they're still human. They're cashiers, whatever. They're still human. They're trying to provide an honest living. They still deserve to be loved and respected regardless. Doesn't matter the color, doesn't matter their the amount they make or whatever. It's about what us respecting one another, loving one another. That's what God wants us to do. And I feel like He strongly wants us to consider that in this season, uh regardless of what that individual has said, because again it goes back to you controlling you. It goes back to getting that negative or that distorted way of thinking out, letting that go. That was incorrect way of thinking to constantly instill that the customer was always right. Again, we should be taught to respect one another, but never